Welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. I am Trisha. This is my Flosstube channel, 3 All Threads, where I talk about cross stitch and other exciting things. I feel like they're exciting things that I'm doing. Thank you for being here. It's been a couple months since my last update, but I have done some things, and I thought I would share them with you. So I made a little list because I'm so out of practice all the time that I need like notes to keep me on track. So since June, the kids got out of school mid-June. Everybody did great, and I was so very thankful that we were done. We had a very busy July. It started the last weekend in June. Leaf and I went to a wedding celebration out of state. Then we went on our family vacation to the Upper Peninsula. I live in Michigan, so we went to the UP. Then after that, that was 2 weekends. After that, we had my husband's family reunion, so we were busy that weekend. And then the weekend after that, we had the New Jersey cross-stitch retreat, so we did that. And here we are at the end of July, and he is at his hometown weekend festival thing that I'm not such a big fan of, so he went by himself for the weekend, and I'm here with the kids, and I'm just thankful to be home and relaxing, though I'm not really relaxing because we're very neglected around this house. Well, the house is neglected. And I had a lot of business stuff to do, but I got all that done, and I'm exhausted, and you can probably tell because I have no makeup on, and I don't even think I've combed my hair today. That's probably caught you up. So I hope you all are doing well, and we are actually now gearing up for the beginning of the school year. Axel starts 5th grade on August 15th, and Archer starts 3rd grade the last week of August, and AJ, my eldest, goes back to university that week as well. So no rest for us. But I have done just a tiny titch of stitching. I have not done a whole lot of stitching, and I'm extremely behind in my whip go, but I'm going to show you what some of my goals are, and I'm going to talk a little bit about the New Jersey Flosstube Retreat, which was the first time I've been to New Jersey since the original in 2018. So it was so nice to see all of those friends again, but I'll talk about that and show you some of the things that I got a little bit later. Let's start with the stitching, and let's start with my whip go progress since June. And we're gonna drink. Got some diet root beer in there. It tastes so good. Okay, I am super behind. I have my whip go board up. So June, I showed you, my last video, I showed you the projects that I was going to be stitching for June. Needle Small and Spirit of Christmas. I did not work at all on Spirit of Christmas, but I did work on Needle Small. It's one of the last things actually that I've worked on, and I worked on it a little bit in the retreat. So let me show you the cover. Needle Small with Magic Power, Dutch Treat Designs. This was a 2017 Nashville exclusive release. So I'm not sure. I had to look really hard for this. I don't think it's out of, well, if it was an exclusive, I don't know. I don't know how that works. You might be able to find it. You might not. I don't know. This is what it looks like. And this is as far as I've gotten. So I'm trying to make my way, I'm trying to finish the first page basically, but the first thing that I wanted to do is make my way down the page. I'm not even all the way down to the first page. I'm close. I think I just got tired of counting. So the end of the first page is like here, and this says Needle Small with. And then the end of the first page is after these F's. So So this would all be page 1, and like this is about the middle of the pattern or design, middle of the design. I'm stitching this on Ships Manners Mummy Wraps, and this is Weeks Dye Works Red Rocks. Not very much. So I worked on it a little bit at the beginning of the month, and then I did take it, like I said, to the New Jersey retreat where I worked on it a tiny little bit. Not a lot. Before I get into my Whip Go goals, I'm gonna show a little bit more about what I've worked on, which will go a little bit into the New Jersey retreat. So I worked on a couple whips, works in progress while I was there. Probably the thing that got the most love is this Prairie Schooler Santa. This I started many moons ago with Jill Sim Swank, and it's the 1992 Prairie Schooler Santa. I'm stitching mine on an 18 count oatmeal Aida, and during the retreat I worked on this gold. I also stitched on this gold during my UP vacation, but not very much. I actually got pretty far, and then I forgot to not stitch these little guys to, you know, delineate his arm, and then I had to rip out a whole bunch of stuff, but it's fine. So I am using the called for DMC, and I have not done his beard. His beard I'll do with a strand of Whisper, because that's what I'm doing with all of them, and I have not determined his skin tone yet, so I'm trying to mix all of mine up. So I haven't determined his skin tone, and this also is a DMC wool, and I can tell you what it is, I think. Ragdoll. Looks like that is the Gentle Art Ragdoll wool. I just liked it for a little bit of extra texture, so I worked on that. And this needle minder I got, since it's here, I may as well tell you, I got at the New Jersey retreat from Kathy at the To Dye house. To Dye, T-O-D-Y-E. She has a Flosstube channel, To Dye House, and on Instagram is To Dye House as well. So she had made a bunch of these. I think that's Blackbird Design sampler fabric, and it's just in a wooden hoop. And I was excited to see this because not last Christmas, I think, but the Christmas before, I had stitched a couple Among Us characters and put them in a hoop like this for my kiddos for Christmas ornaments. So that was fun. We worked on that. I just put this away in my little Prairie Schooler project bag from Diana. It is Kismet Stitches. I bought this, I think I bought this from her a few years ago. I love you, Diana. Okay. What else did I work on? This, I don't know. I started this a while ago, and it's not on any type of challenge board whatsoever, but this is Liz Matthews' Gather Here. I probably started this shortly after it was released. I think it was a Needlework Expo release. I just don't remember, but I do have this in my Etsy shop. I'm almost positive. So I am stitching mine with the Gentle Art Black Crow that has some fuzz on it. You can see right there. It's obviously a monochromatic piece, and my piece of fabric is Who Knows, because it doesn't look like doesn't look like I have the tag, so I don't know. It's a piece of Lugana, and this, let me fix my little kitty. And this is as far as I am. I think I stitched like this, that little part of the wing. I'm off somewhere in my counting, so I'm just fudging the whole way. What are you gonna do? You wouldn't think that would be too hard to count, but... So I worked on that for a hot second at the retreat. And that's it. I don't think I got a whole lot of stitching done at this retreat. That's funny. One of the things that we participated in New Jersey was the brainchild of, I think, Once Upon a Stitch. I think it was her. You can find her Flosstube and Instagram at Once Upon a Stitch. Lori is her name. And she had this idea to do 6 projects. It was start 6 projects in 6 hours, 6 and 6. But, I mean, some people brought whips, some people didn't participate, blah. I, last minute, the night before we left, was trying to figure out what my 6 and 6 was. And I decided to start all of these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, which is not actually a pattern. It's just, you know, one of these. 5, 6. Brenda Gervais, Keeper of the Pins. So super fun. So I found a piece of fabric. I did not prep anything. I found a piece of fabric. I found some of the floss. I took my DMC floss box with me and just hoped for the best. So 6 and 6 was Friday night and Saturday night. It was Friday night, I think at like 8, 9, and 10 p.m. and then Saturday morning, 9, 10, and 11. But some people, I think, were a little concerned that 9 a.m. might be a little too early. So Arlene threw on an extra hour so that you could start and do it like 10, 11, 12, which is what I ended up doing. So I will show you all of my starts. I started them in order. Again, I did it all on a fat quarter, and I was literally, before it started, I was sitting on the floor. I borrowed somebody's tape measure. I had an ink pen, and I was just trying to mark where to start and stop. So I'm sure this is just jacked, but I think everything is gonna fit, or did fit just fine. So we'll see. So the first one I started, I just don't want to show any charts, is the Sewing Bird right here. That was my first start. And this is as far as I got in an hour. Not very far. And you can see where I was trying, maybe you can't. Oh, I didn't, well, like right here, I was marking stuff with pen, and then I was doing it in the wrong direction. It was a mess. It was a mess. So I'm stitching all of these with the called for threads if I had them, and if I didn't, I'm just making stuff up because we can do that. And this fabric was a Ship's Manor fabric of the month. This was the Lugana, and it says March Prim, but I don't know what March, because I've been doing his fabric of the month for 2 or 3 years, so he doesn't put years on them. I probably should, I don't. So anyway, start number 1. Start number 2 is needle and thread. This is stitched with a DMC number 22. I remember that. And this is as far as I got in an hour. Do the best you can, right? And this is a needle minder, because it reminded me of the bird I was just doing that says murder. I bought that from Abby, Top Knot Stitcher, who I was sitting next to for the retreat, and she had a little pop-up shop, which was great because I got to buy things. Okay, start number 3 for Friday. Oh my gosh, I'm a mess. Was Threads of Time pincushion. So that one, just those little tomatoes on a spool, which I think I'm gonna not stitch like that. I think I'm gonna do the satin stitch across. And this was all I got done in an hour, which I felt like was a lot, actually. This was probably my best amount of stitching. And then we were done, and after this I went to bed. Then Saturday morning, I didn't get down until okay, I'm gonna interrupt. Saturday morning, okay. So we got in on Wednesday night. The retreat started on Thursday at like 3. So Friday was a full day, a big day in the room. And then Saturday, I got up, took my meds. That's important. So if I back up even further, the day before we left for retreat, Leaf went to the doctor because he's been having some pain in his legs. Blah, blah, he has nerve pain in his legs. So his doctor, or our nurse practitioner, who is new to our family, we just transitioned to her, said, okay, you need PT, do these stretches, here's a muscle relaxer and some naproxen to take at night before you go to bed. Great. I take a thyroid med every morning. Do you see where we're going here? So we take Leaf's pill bottles, and I have my thyroid med, and I always keep mine next to the bed because I take it at 4 a.m. with a full glass of water on an empty stomach because that's how it's most effective. So I get up in the morning. I don't think I took it at 4 a.m. I'm pretty sure that I took it when we woke up. And then we went down to breakfast, came upstairs. I went downstairs at like 10:10. I was sleepy and I just thought I'm just tired because it's a retreat. Did 10, 11, 12, the starts. Went back upstairs, laid down in bed, and Leaf was like, what are we gonna get for dinner or for lunch? And I'm like, I don't care. I'm not hungry. I'm super tired. So he ended up picking us up Subway, like walking somewhere or driving across the parking lot. I don't know. Came back. I was sleeping. Woke me up. I ate lunch. I was going to go back down to the sewing room. I didn't. I laid back down and I slept for probably 3 hours. I was just exhausted, and it is not like me to sleep like that. I think that I fell asleep around 2:30, 2:45 and got up at like 5:30 ish. I think I made it back down to the stitching room a little bit after 6. Didn't have anything for dinner. I felt great after my nap. Fast forward, I come upstairs at the end of the day, and Leaf is like, where are my meds? I'm like, they're in the bathroom. He's like, no, that's your thyroid medicine and the naproxen. I'm going to bed. I want to take that muscle relaxer. So I look on my bedstand and his muscle relaxer's there, and the pills are similarly shaped, and I am certain that I took his muscle relaxer that morning instead of my thyroid pill, and that's why I was so tired. Guys, pay attention to your meds. Somebody should have told me. I was really loose that day though. So anyway, all of that to say, the next morning I was not exactly on my stitching game. So the next day, Saturday morning, when I was under the influence of whatever that med is, I started this woman. I got down into the stitching room like 10 after 10. I was real slow moving that morning. So let me show you. I didn't get too far. Here she is. So her hat, her hair, and this little pair of scissors, which I absolutely love. That's as far as I got. Oh dear. And then the next one is the red sampler pin cushion. I was feeling a little bit better. I also think for one of these I had this DMC 22, and then I also had my Red Rocks. And I think For one of these, I used red rocks, and I'm not sure which one, so I'll have to figure that out. But this is as far as I got in an hour. Here are my pen marks from where I was trying to mark stuff. Oh my gosh. And then the last one, like I said, there was no pattern for, but it was just this. And I have old buttons, and I thought that will be my perfect 6th. So I started that, and I got the little tomato done, and these little, I don't know, pin sticker things. Looks like there might be some beads on that. I don't know. So I have to make the little strawberry that comes off it, and then that one will be done. And that was my 6 and 6. So funny. So I think I want to get, they're all small, so I really think that I want to work on those a little bit and maybe get some done. We'll see. This goes in my Liz Matthews thing. Yeah, so that was all of my stitching. So let's go over what I got in the swag bag. And I'll show you some of the things that I purchased other than just that one needle minder from Abby, because I did buy more. I did not go to Needleworkers Delight. First of all, it was hotter than the like 7th layer of HE double hockey sticks. It was so hot, and I remember that in 2018. It was hot and muggy in New Jersey. Oh, it was so hot. So I wasn't really keen on leaving the hotel, is what it is. So we did get this travel mug. This is Arlene's 2022 pattern that she had printed on here, which I love. I like the red too. Keeps my drinky drink cool and probably hot if you put coffee in there. I did not try. So that was one of the things. That was one of the things we got. We got this great bag that we were given at check-in right when we came to the stitching room. So again, this is a canvas bag. It's really nice. Like, I appreciate this bag. It's great. It has this pocket, which has a couple things in it. Like, I'll use this bag. So that was great. I guess I can talk about this. There were some fun hand sanitizers sitting on the table when we got there because COVID's still real. So I use this every once in a while. I mean, we were all breathing all over each other, so. Here were some trims. They were on the freebie table, and then somebody came around and was just like, take some of these. So that's what we did. I love them. They're chenille trims, and then this looks like a wood, yeah, a wood snowflake die cut. So that'll be cute for finishing something. Inside the bag, we had lots of things. Oh, that's my little pen. So my name tag was one of the things. I don't know if that was in there. We got this fun project bag, NJ Flosstube Retreat. Our bag came with this clapper for when somebody finished something, so that was super fun. One of Arlene's Works by ABC. I think I have a few of these because I did pick up some at Nashville Needlework Market as well. I love these. My kids thought they were super cool for a minute, and then they got really frustrated with them, so I have them all. This Ort container, it unsnaps, and then the corners snap, which is how I had, uh-oh. I think there was a needle in there. I think there was a needle in there, and now it's on the floor. That's fantastic. So these corners snap up, and it makes a little bowl. You can see for as little stitching as I did, I had a lot of orts. Well, Abby put some in here. And then it came with this little like weight to put in the middle, so it kind of holds its shape and doesn't fly away. It's we got that. I liked that. We got the sample of Krynic. I'm pretty sure I've used that Krynic in something recently, though I can't remember what. So thank you, Krynic. We got this little stitching notes booklet, which was so cute. And it had, I don't know how it worked, but this pen was hooked to it somehow. And you'll see I actually used it for when I was trying to do my 6 and 6. And look, it has this is a little pocket. That's a little pocket. So very cute. Somebody made those. They're adorable. I love them. Here is a letter opener, like an envelope slicer, which is fantastic. This, I don't even, oh yes I did, I must have. Okay, so this, guys, I can't see. It started in New Jersey, it was finished in New Jersey. So here's the envelope, and inside there were 2 little, so cute, 2 little charmy things. This one is the shape of New Jersey. And so there's not a difference, but those can be put on some of the projects, a project that you started in New Jersey and a project that you finished in New Jersey. I did not finish anything in New Jersey, so maybe I'll put those both on started because there are no rules. A couple pens, and the pens were used for a raffle, and so was the thread. So raffle winners, I've got quite a glare there. Raffle winners, like if you had, I missed the raffle, but they still told me about it, my table mates. If you had like a yellow thread and a red pen, but this red pen didn't count, then you got raffle prizes, and I don't know what they were. Here's another Weeks Dye Works thread. Kim from Canada, was giving away candies. I did not eat mine. Leaf ate his. Thank you for sharing. So that was super fun. These are my raffle tickets. We got some fabric from, I'm sure this was donated from Needleworkers. So this is a 14 count Aida, and then a couple of like bell pull border things. A floss strap or a floss holder. That's a sampler. I don't know what it is because it's too tiny. Maybe you can tell me. I surely can't read that. A needle needle minder with Arlene's design. Cute. 11 project labels. I didn't even see these, so that's fun. Stitch by chart name. So these are things that you generally would put on the back of your framed thing. And I think this is a scissor fob. Yep. So New Jersey Retreat. Very cute. So thank you to all of you who curated these things, who handmade these things, because a lot of them are handmade, and I appreciate the work and the time that it took to make all these items. So, I feel like I'm forgetting something. There's something that maybe I'm using. I don't know. So let me put all of these things back. What else do I have to say about the retreat? Oh, let's talk about some of the things that I purchased. So, people were able to bring their wares. Oh, we also got the pattern. And this is the list of attendees, their Instagram and Flosstube. So that's great, because I'm going to have some new people to follow now. Okay. So people who attend the retreat, if they owned businesses or sold things, they were welcome to have a little pop-up shop at the table. There was not specific vendor space, so whatever they brought, they had to bring it to their table. So I purchased a few things. Like I said, Abby, Top Knot Stitcher, was there. She had needle minders, she had project bags, and she had several items from Ryan at Wild Violet Cross Stitch. Ryan, unfortunately, did not attend. She was not able to attend. So, I was sad. But that's okay. It's okay. Gotta do what we gotta do. So, I feel like she had something else too, but I don't recall. So anyway, she had needle binders. I bought 4. The first one you saw, the Murder Bird. This one is probably my favorite. No Bones Day, Bones Day. If you don't know, please look it up. It's amazing. My kids and I super enjoy Bones, No Bones Day. Also, put pants on today and this skull with cacti. I love a good succulent. So thank you for those, Abigail. Also, Joe had some things that she makes now. Now, she told me she has an Etsy shop, and I think it's called Stitching Stuff with Joe. It's either Stitching or Stitchy. I wrote down Stitching. I have been unable, Joe, to find your Etsy shop. So will you please leave a link if you see this in the comments so people can find it, and I'll pin it. That would be fantastic. So Joe was selling counting pins, scissor fobs, and pens. At least that is, oh, and floss drops. I'm not a huge floss drop user, so I didn't buy any of those, but I did purchase some other things. So I got this pen, and it's, I love it. I love it. And the barrel is sparkly. Do you see that? Fantastic. So I got that. I bought this sunflower scissor fob. So gold and browns, and like this bead is super sparkly. Oh, I love it. And I bought 3 counting pins, and it looks like that is nothing. Okay. So, but it looks like I only got a bottom for 1. So these, cause they're pretty, and then this one, cause it's pretty. They're all beautiful. So thank you, Joe. If she leaves her link, or if I find her Etsy shop, I will surely link it for you all, so you can go show her some love. She's got some great items. And you all know, I'll try to remember to link Abby's website as well. Top Knot Stitcher or shop. Top Knot, I can't remember. You all know. You all shop there. Come on. Okay, and then the last thing that I purchased were some pins and things from So Pretty Pins. She sells, I think, on Facebook, and it looks like maybe Instagram. I don't have her name. I'm sorry, but this is her information. She had some beautiful pins and little hanger things, and so cute. So these are the ones I got. Why? Because I'm gonna finish something. So these are her Christmas pin set, or Christmas lights, I'm sorry. So Christmas tree, and then 2 little Christmas bulbs, so cute. I really liked these bees. So bees with some like silk sari ribbon. These are Valentine themed. Be Mine. And I have like a Valentine. Do you guys remember a long time ago when I made that Valentine pillow that Robin designed? Little Robin Designs, is that what it's called? Sampler Bird. Sorry, Robin, Sampler Bird. You know. Anyway, I thought, oh, this will be cute to put on that. So there are those. These butterfly ones, I don't know, cause so cute. And then bless her table mate's heart. So I don't remember anybody's names. I remember very few people's names, but where she was sitting, she had a table of lovely ladies, and I came to get this tomato pin because I had started those tomato things, and she was all out, and she's like, I'm really sorry, I'm gonna have to, like, she rolls this clay to make these. She's like, I'm gonna have to go home and I'm gonna make some more, and just, you know, you have the information. And her friend next to her is like, you can just sell her mine and then you can make me another one. And that was so kind. And that is why stitchers are so amazing. So thank you. Oh my gosh. I wish you could see it better. And it wasn't, I need a new camera, I think. So this pin and then this little holder thing and some of the, so I love these. So pretty pins. Check her out. Don't expect there to be tomatoes there because she makes them all by hand, and I don't know how long it takes. Probably longer than I believe. But definitely support some of those people. So that's all I bought. Yeah. Treat was amazing. I got to meet some people. New floss tubers. All of us sat at a table. It was the Boss Stitchers, who I had never seen before, but now I follow on Flosstube, so you should definitely check them out. Maureen, Tessa, and Tessa I've been following on Instagram for a long time, so it was so nice to meet her in person. And then Abby and I, and then behind me was Stitcherista, who I didn't talk to nearly enough, but I listened to her all the time, so that was super fun. Miss that girl. Joe and Terry from Terry Lee Crafts. I don't think that's her floss tube anymore, but that's how I'll always remember it. And then there were just so many other people there, and Arlene put on an amazing show. And if you can ever find your way to New Jersey for one of Arlene's retreats, you should definitely try, because it was great. And just being in a room again with a bunch of like-minded people was a little bit scary because, you know, the panini's not over. However, it was worth the risk for me. We all came out of it okay. So I did take some video of the brag table, so I'm gonna put that in at the very end. I will say about So Pretty Pins, all those pins that I just showed you, she had the best display, which I think I like oozed all over her when I was purchasing these. She had the best display. All of these smalls on like a 3-tier revolving tray thing, so you could see how she used them all. Such effort, such care, beautiful. It blew my socks off. It was one of my favorite pieces on the brag table. Between that and Jessie Marie brought In This Moment her Haid, which was phenomenal, and somebody stitched Snow Queen, and it was phenomenal. And Arlene brought all of these finished pieces, and those were phenomenal. Just everything was fantastic. So I hope you enjoy. I think it's like 6 minutes. Please stay till the end so that you can see all the wonderful things that this community creates, because we're amazing. I'm gonna end there. I'm exhausted. So thank you for tuning in, and I really need to get some stitching done, so please send me some good stitchy wishes, and I'll see you in my next video.